Hi Aries, it is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your November mid-month 2018 readings. Welcome back, or welcome to the family if you are new. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am still doing that $10 3-card special if that's something that interests you. All of the details for that are in the description box below. Also my Instagram and just some other fun information like the decks that I use, the crystals that I use, and stuff like that if you're interested. Please keep in mind that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone because it is a general reading, and I apologize, but feel free to investigate. You know, there are so many wonderful tarot readers on YouTube, and so please find a message that, you know, helps your situation, okay? Yeah, while I was pre-shuffling, a lot of you guys are certainly closing out a cycle. Some of you are, you know, you've been through a breakup, or a separation of sorts, but mostly, or, you know, and it could be a breakup with a job, doesn't necessarily have to be a person. And you guys are coming out of that conflict and you're, you know, on your way to rebuilding and starting anew. Okay, so congratulations on that. You know, this is Scorpio season, as I always say. This is my personal new year, just because it is a season of death and rebirth, so some things are, you're putting some things to rest, and on some ends you're starting and taking new leaps of faith into the new year, okay? So that is the kind of energy that I'm getting already. But we shall see what shows up in the cards, alright? So without any further ado, Aries, let's get into your reading, alright? See, look, and that's what I'm saying. At the bottom of the deck, we have your energy right here with this Page of Wands. So some of you guys are starting on new passion, new creative journeys. For some of you guys, it's new love, you know? Or you could be connecting with a water sign. One more shot like this. Awesome. Let's see what's happening, Aries. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we do have the the Knight of Pentacles. So the underlying energy is slow and steady, which is kind of different from what we're used to with Aries, okay? So some of you guys are really taking time. Sorry about this glare. Let me see if I can get rid of it. Alright. Sorry, guys. Alright, sorry about that. But this Knight of Pentacles, so some of you guys are really encompassing that Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, where you're really looking at the world in a practical manner and how you're going to move forward. Some of you are going to be receiving messages about finances, okay? But for others of you, this is your energy, and you're learning to put it into practice. You're learning how to make those passionate ideas, this new spark of creativity. How are you going to make it work for you financially in the long run, and how much energy is it going to require to actually pull this off and accomplish this, okay? So that's the underlying energy. The heart of this deck we have is the Two of Swords. So decisions, okay? We have the Fool card. See, that's what I was talking about as the foundation energy. Absolutely not surprised to see that here. We do have the Seven of Swords as the current energy. We have the Page of Cups as the most likely outcome. And then the card of advice is the Three of Pentacles, okay? So Aries, so whatever it is that you are deciding to work on, okay? And this, I think, is a career reading. I'm sorry if you were looking for love, but I'll try, you know, to incorporate both. But I'm really sensing that this is definitely more of a financial reading. But yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles, again, being the underlying energy, could be connecting with the Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But it's just like this slow-moving, patient energy where you're trying to get exactly what you want. You're thinking of the ideas. You're thinking about how you're going to be able to accomplish, you know, what it is that you need on a materialistic, on a physical, in the physical realm, okay? So this is really getting in tune with your finances, you know, really understanding like strategy, long-term planning ahead, not necessarily that impulsiveness that, you know, is really equated with Aries of just I thought it, so now I'm going, okay? It's kind of a maturing energy. But I think that you're moving in the right direction because this is in fact a knight, okay? It's not a page of pentacles. So this is somebody who's a little bit mature, you know, it's not the king yet, but it is moving towards that, all right? So with the heart of the reading being the Two of Swords, so this is decision, all right? And basically what this card asks you to do is to take your heart and your mind and combine them to know how you're going to move forward, all right? With this idea that you've had. I'm sensing like this passion baby, all right? For some of you guys, it might be a new business. For some of you, for others, you know, this is a new love, okay? That you might want to be marriage or whatever. So it's just really thinking about what is it that needs to be done? What do you have to incorporate for you to be on the best, you know, way possible? Like you're not trying to leave it to chance this time, Aries, which is so out of your nature. So this is really interesting. So I'm wondering if you guys have some planets that have moved that are asking you to kind of reanalyze and reevaluate how you've been moving in the past, and asking you to take, you know, make some different choices and start thinking about things a little bit more than you would have in the past, okay? So with the foundation, we have the Fool card here. So a lot of you guys are taking this leap of faith. This is something is like where you're leaping and you don't see the net and you're just trying to see what's going to happen, but you guys are thinking logically and practically how you're going to build it, okay? So it's not as impulsive. Again, I keep reiterating, it's not as impulsive as it has been in the past, but there is this element of, you know, unknowingness, but you guys actually want to know what it is that you're going towards this time, all right? If it's a relationship, you guys are trying to figure out, is this somebody that I want to spend my time with? I will take this leap, but I'm leaping, you know, 2 feet in, okay, and head. I'm going all in. I'm putting my entire body, my entire soul into this. If it's a new relationship, if it's a new job, same thing. If it's a new project, same exact thing. You are actually truly leaping into it, and you kind of have this idea of where you want it to go. You're not just in it for the ride this time, okay? You actually have expectations is really what I'm getting. And so you're deciding if your expectations are realistic, if your expectations are going to, you know, get you the results that you want, or if you're kind of being too heady and in the clouds, all right? So maybe that's why this Two of Swords energy is here too, because you're actually putting in some pretty deep thought into how you're going to be moving forward. And then with this Seven of Swords energy, okay, being the present energy, this card usually has to do with deception and cheating, but I'm not getting that right in this particular reading. I'm really getting strategy. I'm really getting planning, okay, and keeping it to yourself, really being guarded with your information and how it is that you're going to be moving, you know, in this new cycle. But I'm not, some people, for some of you guys, there is some shady shit that's going behind your back, but it will be revealed to you, you know, in due time when you need to know that. But for others of you, this is just your energy. It's just that you are very much so strategizing for the future with this, you know, Knight of Pentacles here. You're really in a game plan mode, and how are you going to win this game? Like, you're not playing to lose this time. Like, you really care about winning, if that makes sense, Aries. And so you are, you know, I'm the sports, you know, where it's just like with the X's and the O's, the football. It's just like, my dad's a football coach, and I am really zoning on the playbook. You guys are making your playbook. You know, you're calling the plays, you're calling the shots. You actually have a plan this time, okay? And I think it's because there's been things in the past that have caused you to have setbacks. And so you learned from those mistakes. Or not, I don't want to say mistakes, but you learned from those past, like, events on how to avoid that outcome if you don't want it again. You're starting to think a little bit smarter, you know? It's like play smart, not harder, is what I'm genuinely getting. Play smarter, not harder. And then we have this Page of Cups here. So some of you guys are on the beginning of a relationship, but others of you are in the beginning of just, you know, following something that you love, like your passion. I know the Wands is usually associated with passion, but this is like something that is like creatively fulfilling to you. So writing, drawing, storytelling, that kind of energy. Could just be healing, counseling, medical field, you know, that type of nurturing type energy, really making sure that this fish has the best life that it can have when it's not in the ocean, all right? And so that's what I'm getting. So there's some new energies that are budding, right? With this Fool card, there's some new energies that are coming in, some new things that are going to be happening, okay, for you guys. So that's really, really awesome. This is a really, you know, fresh, refreshing read. I just see you guys are just really in this state of planning ahead, all right? Really planning ahead, because you want this to mature to the king, okay? You really want this page to mature. You want it to get to that knight status. You want it to be a queen. You want it to be a king. You don't want it to stay in this phase, and so you're really thinking about how are you raising this, you know, child. For some of you, it is parenting, but for other of you, it is just like a baby, an idea, a thought, a relationship that you want to nurture, that you want to see succeed, and so you're going to put that energy, you're going to make those decisions, make those choices. You are thinking about it rationally this time on how would you be most successful, okay? And then with the card of the advice being the Three of Pentacles, this pretty much means that, like, it's time to ask for help, get guidance, get people, build your tribe, as I like to say. You know, find your pack of elephants. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Paradise by Coldplay, where it's like he's like a solo elephant, and then all of a sudden he finds the other pack of elephants, and they get to play music in like the desert together or what have you. And so I always say that, like, I always love that video. So it's, you know, find that pack of elephants, find the people who are doing the same things that you're doing, and learn how you can put that energy together so you can move forward and accomplish this idea, because there's a slow, steady energy, and you guys are going to need it, because when it gets like, when you guys get riled up and impatient, you know, you're going to want that earthy energy to kind of ground you and bring you back to know that, like, everything is still moving even though you can't see it yet, Aries. So some of you guys are going to be meeting with the Virgo Capricorn, I want to say Pisces, but Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio type energy is definitely what I'm getting. And then we definitely have the swords here, so that is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but I'm just mostly sensing some earthy energy, okay? They don't have to be an earth sign, but they're just somebody who's just chill, laid back, grounded, patient. They teach you patience as you're moving forward with this to get this idea to mature and matriculate, all right? So that's a really awesome, really simple reading, Aries. I just figure that you guys are just kind of coming out of a shitty situation, but you've done that restoration process. And so as these new opportunities are coming in, you're ready to start up again. Aries, in my opinion, they never stay down long. I was like, my Venus is in Aries, and so I'm never like hurt long. Like, I could be hurt, we have emotions and all that other stuff, but it's just like, I get bored with being, you know, sad. And so I think you guys, a lot of you guys got bored with being like in this kind of melancholy state, so you're ready to move in a new direction, but you definitely want to take those lessons that you learned this time into the new year with you, so you're not falling into the same type of patterns. You're like, I want a new set of issues this time, if I do in fact have issues, right? And you guys are going to be really emerging victorious with the Six of Wands energy being at the bottom of the deck. So this is whatever it is that you're planning, I really do feel like this is a plan for success. You know, it's foolproof, if I could say it with the Fool card here. You really are strategizing, you know, to make this transition as foolproof as possible. If you see a problem, you're going to say something. You know, you're not going to hold your tongue. You really want the best, okay? And you honestly earned it, Aries, is really what I'm getting, okay? And see, look, we have Mars right off the rip. So, let's see. Yeah, you guys are having a really, like, calm energy. I noticed that when I was shuffling. I don't know. I hope that I hope that this resonates with you, because normally cards are, like, flying out and everything. I just really see you guys are just really kind of in this pensive state. Just trying to figure out what it is what's your next move in this new journey. But you aren't rushing it. You know, you're kind of letting these opportunities come to you, and there's going to be people who are introduced to you that are really going to help you build on your journey. You know, they're kind of going to love to do the things that you don't want to do. Like, if you need to make Excel sheets, you're going to meet somebody who loves making Excel sheets, you know, like, you're going to meet somebody who loves, you know, cleaning. you know, who complete you. Like, they find joy in all the shit that you hate, is really what I'm getting. Yeah, and then look, we have Neptune here. Okay, some of you guys are connected with the Pisces, but we do have Neptune here. And this is dreams, imaginations, can be hallucination, not hallucinations, but just like disillusion, right? So where you're trying to see things for what they are. And with this Two of Swords here, like I said, you're really not trying to fall into the trap of, you want to dream, all right? There's some water energy here for sure. You're trying to dream, but you want to make sure that what you're dreaming is practical. There is a level of practicality here that you might not have had in the past. And then with Jupiter following Neptune, you know, Neptune and Jupiter are ruled by Pisces. That's why I say that. But also, you know, Jupiter is moving into Sagittarius. So that's luck. That's the planet of luck, expansion, and growth. So some of you guys do have luck and expansion on your growth with your ideas. You know, Aries, and I don't think that they get credit for this, but Aries are some of the most creative people I have absolutely met in my life. And the cool thing about Aries is, like, if they imagine something, they tend to do it. You know, so when you partner Neptune with Mars, you really get some pretty awesome art. And so for those of you who are creators, who are artists, writers, screenplay writers, authors, anything of that nature, you know, I know I'm leaving out something, underwater basket weavers, you guys are truly figuring out how are you going to make this work for you financially. And it will work for you financially, but you're really tapping into that creative side of you. A lot of you guys are. And you guys have it. And then look, we have air here. Okay, so that's kind of what I was saying. It's just like there's a logic to it. There's thought to it. You're detaching your emotions from it. You're really trying to handle this head on, okay? And not in the typical firestorm way, you know? Not in the, I'm just going to, not that this is bad, but not in this, I'm going to charge my way through it. You know, you're really figuring out, you know, how can I be the smartest person in the room? Which I absolutely love. And then we have the moon energy here. So this, again, is kind of solitude and another water energy, okay? So with the moon, like, this is subconscious, this is hidden. So some of you guys, you know, people are going to be shooketh, you know, about your silence, because you're not as open as you normally have been in the past. And so that's kind of going to take some people off guard about it. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, this Seven of Swords energy, like I said, some of you guys there is deception, but I'm just really not getting that for most of you guys. I'm really just getting strategy. I can't stress that enough. And so with this moon card, it's just keeping the family close. keeping your ideas close to you. And this is my latest oracle deck. It's called Moonology by Yasmin, Boland. I absolutely adore it. I love the messages. That it's really clear and concise. I hope that you guys enjoy it, but I'm going to be incorporating this into the general readings, alright? Oh, shoot. Oh, I like this, Aries. It says, you are good enough, all right? And you absolutely are. And you're good enough to accomplish things on your own, but you're also good enough, okay, to find these people with this Three of Pentacles here. Find these people. You're going to find people that are worthwhile helping you. You're not going to have to settle for your team anymore. If you feel like, you know, I've done everything alone, I've done everything by myself because people just have no respect for my ideas and for my time, you're going to move into a space where you finally feel like you're good enough, where your ideas are being valued, where you might even step into leadership positions, or leadership positions don't even cross your mind because you're just so satisfied with how the collaboration and teamwork happens. But you're certainly good enough. Your ideas are certainly good enough to make this mature, okay? The way that you're handling this and strategizing and moving forward, it is certainly great. And there, again, with that Virgo energy, there's a groundedness that you guys have that you might not have had before. You guys are really tapping into this really earthy energy. It's just the underlying energy. You know, it could be connected with the Virgo. And then here we go. Boom. I love this. And I'm going to say this one too. balance spirituality and practicality. So that is exactly what I was saying. See why I love this deck? It's great. But that's exactly what I was saying, especially if it has to do with, you know, spirituality and creativity. You can make the argument, but it's kind of one and the same to me. It comes from that same place, right? The unknown. You know, how do you come up with ideas? What is God? What is love? But none of that matters, because whatever it is that you're doing, that's already incorporated into how it is that you were planning to move. But now you're again bringing that logical side. You're bringing that groundedness. Okay, you're really strategizing how it is that you're going to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. How are you going to bring spirit world into the material world? All right, and how is it going to benefit you financially? There's nothing wrong with that, right? We live in a world where bills need to be paid. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily contradict one another, but we do have to learn how to function in the world that we live in. And sadly, it has to do with capital. So it's like, once you can figure out how to use your talents and your gift so you can continue to give back, okay, continue to give back to this planet, continue to give back to your community, then you are truly moving in God's purpose. You know, like, nobody really wants to be a starving artist for long. And I feel like some of you guys have been that starving artist, and now you're like, I'm trying to eat. And the beauty of it is, I think once it comes together, you also are going to want to share this feast that you built for yourself. So that's a really awesome energy. But truly, balancing spirituality and practicality, that strategy, very strategic. And then we have, a fiery climax that approaches. And this is your energy here, Aries. And so if you, this climax to me is just that idea, that refreshing, that, oh, I like Phoenician verb. I know what I'm going to do today, you know, but this time you're going to find your verb. If you're Phineas, you know, in this situation, you're going to find your verb, the guy who's going to put his nose to the grindstone and make sure that it comes together. I really think that this climax is just a union of the mind, somebody who completes you know, and it could be in the romantic form, but it could just be work related, you know, it could just be a friendship. And then at the bottom is prosperity lies ahead. Okay, another earth energy with Taurus here, but it's just, you're really going to be moving in a way that's going to leave you prosperous. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and a new start is coming. Okay, I'll take this out. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, and a new start is coming, all right? And I'm certainly feeling that. And you're going to be more grounded with how you move this time, Aries. All right, one last deck. Okay. Love it. Alright, so we had a few cards fly out. Retreat. Retreat. This is backing away. A lot of you guys are entering on a journey that only involves you. And it goes again. Here, retreating. This isn't necessarily, this is a negative. You're just having to take some time away, alright? It kind of has that Four of Swords energy also. But you're still moving. You're not stopping, as in that's why it's not the Four of Swords with the retreating card here. It's not the Four of Swords because that guy's like alone, like he's stopped. He's really stopped. You guys are still moving. Your foot is still leaving. You know, you've taken what you could grab, you know, so you're not leaving with anything, but you have no intention to stop. You have no intention to stop. It's just, you know, you have to get out of the situation that you are in currently. And for some of you guys, it's just in the heat of the night, okay? But retreat. Love that. Take this time to get in tune with your spirituality. With that two of Swords is still here, you know, you're combining your heart and your mind, and that's how you're going to move forward. And sometimes you do have to retreat in order to do that. You do have to go back in order to move forward and go inward to come out. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I am present. This is your energy up and right. You know, I am is Aries statement. You know, I am here, I am loud, I am getting what I want, you know, but I am presence is this divine energy, okay? This is, you know, you and God are one and the same. You guys are operating on the same level. He's working through you. You are a channel. You are a vessel for his love, for his peace. And so it's this I am presence. And I really think that a lot of you guys are going to be doing that through art, through healing. And mind you, I consider math to be an art because I can't do it. The way that numbers fit together, a scientist is just as much of an artist to me as Picasso, because that is what it looks like. So if you're like, I'm a numbers person, I'm not creative, I consider art to be, you know, to be numbers, to be words, to be all of those things, all calculations. So don't think that this doesn't resonate with you because you might be like a numbers person or architect or an engineer. That requires so much artistry to me and so much creativity. But either way, the energies, the guides, God is working through you to make sure that this manifests and materializes. And you're really going to be meeting those people who are going to help you, okay, with communion here. So this is coming together, you know, breaking the bread, eating together, which I said, like feasting, okay, renewal, all right, is really what I'm getting, because even though you're retreating from old habits, you're retreating from old people, and you're going to be introduced to this new set of people that are going to help you accomplish whatever it is, you know, kind of your life's purpose. I really feel like people are starting to move in their life's purpose. Pisces got that type of reading. Who did I do? Capricorn got that type of reading. People are starting to move in their life's purpose, which is just super exciting, and super refreshing, because it's been a tough couple of years. But like I said in all of my other videos, so here's my soapbox, okay, is like, the planet needs us more so than ever right now. You know, California is burning. Animals are dying. Elephants, like I said, are losing their tusk. You know, it's a really scary situation that we're in, because I just feel like as a people, as a species, we've lost sight of what it is we were put on this planet to do. But now we're coming back to those. We're really moving through this, you know, I am presence. He's starting to work through us. You know, she's starting to work through us. The divine feminine is starting to move through us and get us to do their bidding, you know, which is bidding of love, bidding of good tidings. You know, 'tis the season. We're moving on to like family and coming together. And that's just so important. But let's not forget our animal friends. And I'm not even saying be a vegan or be a vegetarian. I'm just saying don't forget to love the planet, love Mother Earth, give back, all right? And then finally, and I love ending on this note because this is all you, all the time, we have willpower, Aries, okay? Willpower, right? So willpower to continue doing exactly what you're doing, all right? Moving forward with a grounded strategic plan, not just going in blind this time, learning from past mistakes, learning from past failures where things didn't work out, making different choices and moving with, you know, the vigor of a whale, of a great whale. You know, you're just moving, so your energy is going to be so present. A lot of you guys, again, are coming out of a very tough cycle, but you learned what you needed to learn. You understand what it is that you were put on this planet to do, and so now you are excited to take this energy, meet those people, and really create, build the arc, you know, really be in like this really awesome team building collaborative effort to make, you know, art. And whatever that means to you is really what I'm getting. So I really hope that this message resonated with you, Aries. This is a really good, you know, energy. I'm just sensing like a really like calmness, like doing this, like I was really calm. I didn't even realize how much time had passed because it's just like such an easy flowing energy right now. So I hope that you guys are feeling that, because a lot of you guys deserve it, okay? But just remember to keep your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Make sure that you are strategizing as you move forward. And then, you know, the universe is going to meet you. You are moving through God. God is moving through you. You're all one and the same right now, which is an awesome energy. Don't forget, I'm still doing the 10 card reading. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I wish you the best for the end of this Scorpio season. Bye.